In the video for today, candidates, we are going to be looking at section B of the November 2024 Business Studies Paper 1. Before we start looking at this section and this question paper, I have a humble request. My request is that you share and you like these videos. Please share with the people that you believe they will benefit from. It could be the learners, the group channels, your WhatsApp group channels, or any other channels that you believe they might benefit from consuming this channel. That will help me to improve and do better, and also provide you the content that you need. Ensure that you comment and let me know what more did you want me to do, or where can I improve, and I will be able to implement those action, and I'm willing to take it from you. Now, without wasting time, let us look at the video for today, or the content for the video for today. We are going to be looking at section B, as I've already stated, and you need to answer any of the two questions. So when we are looking at those questions, we will look at all the three questions. However, it is very important for you to understand in the examination, you need to only answer two of the section B section. However, to help you and prepare you for the final exam that you're going to be writing, I will need to do all the questions so that you will have a privilege when you get to the exam to choose any of the two. The special note says clearly indicate the question number of each question that you choose. The answers to each question must start in the new page, e.g. question 2 in a new page and question 3 in the new page. Then question 2 is about the business environment, and then we have questions that we can see here, and then we have answer on the other side. So I will go through question and answer. And as we go through questions, I will be explaining to you the most important thing that you need to think of or consider. Question 2.1, name any two types of diversification strategies. We have more than 4 diversification strategies that are available. However, you are asked to respond on only 2 types. It is very important, candidates, that you read properly what is required from you. You are required to only provide only 2. Now, let's just look at the solution. When you're looking at the solution, there are 3 types of diversification strategies that have been provided to you. However, if the question asks for 1 or asks for 2, you need to only provide what you've been requested. In this case, we are required to provide only 2, so the first 2 will be marked. If you decide to provide 3, then just know that you're wasting your time. So please do not waste your time. Just respond as you're required. So the response that we have here is concentric diversification, horizontal diversification, and conglomerate diversification. In class, your teacher would have took you through all the types of diversification strategy that we have. However, here in the solution, we have only been presented with 3 of them. So it is not important for you to understand what they mean, but I believe that you have an idea what this diversification strategy mean. However, if you come across the question that want us to broaden and explain this type of diversification strategy, it is on that question that I'll go further and explain to you and even make the example where they will be required. 2.2, outline the advantages of intensive strategies. So what are the advantages of intensive strategies? You need to understand the question that you have been asked. In the question, you are asked to outline the advantages, not the disadvantages, the advantages. So make sure that you understand what is required of you and you don't contradict with the question. So if the question asks for advantages, you provide the advantages, and if it asks for disadvantages, you also provide the disadvantages. Now let's just look at the solution and see what do we have. If you're looking at the solution, we have more than enough. But please take note that in this case, you are given a total of 6 marks, and that means you only need to provide 3 comments or 3 advantages. However, if you see here, you have more than 5, which is sufficient to equip you for the exam ahead. But in the question like this, you have to provide only 3 if you have 6 marks. Now let us see what are the advantages of intensive strategies. Increase in sales or income, profitability due to variety of advertising campaigns. So if you go through intensive strategies, what happens is that you have a lot of advertising campaigns. And as you advertise your product or your services, that is believed to help increasing sales, the income, as well as the profitability of the company. Because if the sales increase, that basically means the profit of the company is expected to increase if everything stayed the same. That is to say, the expenses are increasing in line with the increase in sales, and they're not increasing way above the sales. So the advertising campaign, which is part of intensive strategies, they do help in improving the company profitability. Regular sales to existing customer may increase. So what does that mean? So in any company that exists, you have the regular customers, which are people that are repeat buyers of our products. If we engage with them on a regular basis through intensive strategies, that will increase the sales that we are making from them, because they will feel like we care for them, we look after them, and we want them to buy more products. And that will be easy if we are engaging on intensive strategies. Gain customer loyalty through effective promotion campaigns. So, how can the intensive strategy be done? Think of the companies like your Clicks, your companies like your Checkers, where you have rewards program. So those reward programs are part of intensive strategies, and they help in gaining the customer loyalty. Think of yourself. If you have Checkers loyalty card, and you know if you're going there, you're going to get discount, you are most likely going to buy at Checkers all the time you need certain products for your home, because you have the reward points, and those reward points will assist you to reduce the amount of money that you were going to pay if you are buying certain products. Improved service delivery may positively impact the increased sales. If you're looking at the strategy, it means that you are training your staff very well in order to provide a world class service delivery. And if that is happening, it helps to increase the sales of the company, or it has a positive impact on the sales of the company. Eliminates competition and dominates market price. So if you are doing very well compared to your competitors, you find yourself in a position where you do not have any competitor because of the world-class service delivery or the world-class products that you're delivering to the customer. And that is achieved through incentive strategies. And then decreased price could influence customer to buy more products. If we know how to deliver certain service at a cheaper price, it means that we are also able to charge our clients the price that are lower than the competitors, or the price that are lower than we were charging in the previous years. So by doing that, what does a symbol mean? It simply means that now we're gonna make more sales because people are happy that they're still getting the same product or the same service, however, at a reduced price. Business can have more control over the prices of products and services. And more control over the prices of products and services is achieved mainly through having a better experience, well trained employees who are able to produce good products and also deliver services at a level that is exceptionally compared to our competitors or in the past that you have delivered. Enable the business to focus on market or well-researched quality products that satisfy the needs of the customer. If you're engaging in an incentive strategies in your product, in your service delivery, as well as the product production, you are gaining an understanding of what the clients need. And once you understand what the clients need, you are in the position where you are able to deliver exactly what they need. Imagine if you were to understand what's certain genders want, what kind of perfume, what kind of smell they want, and you are able to deliver the exact type of scent that that particular gender you are focusing on is willing or interested to buy. So you understand the markets that you are delivering the products and service to, and you ensure that you are satisfying their need, meaning to say you're doing exactly what they want or what they would expect from you. And then increase in market share reduces the business vulnerability to actions of competitors. So now, if you are doing good in what you're doing, that means you are delivering the world class products, you are delivering the world class service because you've trained your employees, they know exactly what they're doing, and they are making the clients happy. You are going to gain a greater market share in that industry because now everyone is willing to come to your business. And those are the advantages of what we call incentive strategies. So it's the reduced competition. It's done through marketing campaign. It's the service delivery. It's the reduction of competition, and also it's gaining more of the market share. So only three that was expected here. Let us say you spoke about advertising campaign and increasing sales. You talk about the regular buyers coming more, and then you talk about the service delivery. In that case, you'd have gotten yourself a total of 6 marks. The rest is just here to give you more understanding of intensive strategies and also assist you in terms it happens that in your paper for November 2025, you are rather asked to provide 4 by the notation of 8 marks. Now, looking at 2.3, read the scenario below and answer the question that follows. So this question now, it requires that we first understand the scenario. Once you understand the scenario, you are therefore going to be able to answer the questions that follows. Now let us read what we have a better understanding, and then look at the responses that we have for each section. Mondo manufacturers specialize in the production of winter blankets. disposes of their chemical waste from the manufacturing process into the local river in order to save cost. So what do we see here? This company, which is Mondo, they are producing winter blankets. And in the production processes, they have chemical waste that comes out of the process. So what they're doing, they are disposing this waste on the local river because they want to save cost. That simply means that it's very expensive to dispose this waste, this chemical waste correctly. So as a way to save cost for the company, they decide to throw all this chemical waste to the local river. And then 2.3.1 says, name the parsley factor that is applicable to MM in the scenario above. It is environmental. It is environmental because they are polluting the water, which is an environmental factor, right? And then in this case, if you say environmental, you would have gotten yourself a total of 2 marks. 2.3.2 recommend ways in which MM can deal with the challenges posted by parsley factors named in 2.3.1. How they can deal with the challenges. Ways in which business can deal with the challenges posed by the environmental factor. Chemical ingredient should be clearly indicated on labels, packaging to inform customer about possible side effects and